It's Christmas, well nearly, and it's time for a giveaway. Hi lass watchers, today's watch, which I'll be giving away, best stay tuned, is the Deep Ocean, which comes courtesy of Dubarry watches. Yep, I've never heard of them either, so I did some digging. The man behind Dubarry watches is Frank Dubarry, who can best be described as an entrepreneur. Frank first dived into the world of watches in 1997 when he established the Techno-Marine brand, a relatively successful venture that saw him shift some 2.5 million watches before selling the company in 2007. Frank spent the following years getting involved in several non-watch related businesses before being bitten by the watch bug yet again and establishing the Swiss-based Dubarry watches. The Deep Ocean is the inaugural collection from the Dubarry brand, in collaboration with freediver champion David Carrera. There's no mention if the watch was on David's wrist when he set his record-breaking 123-metre dive, but the Deep Ocean is a 300-metre dive watch, so it should be more than capable to reach that depth and beyond. The Deep Ocean is 42.5mm wide, but due to its rather unique integrated design that lacks defined lugs, can best be described as having a length from head to tail of 49.8mm. The non-articulating bracelet end links whack that up to 58mm. Don't let those numbers put you off, as the watch wears a little smaller. More on that in a jiffy. Including a slight domed crystal, the watch measures in at 13.6mm thick. It has a total weight of 190 grams, size for my 7-inch wrist and -4 links. It weighs in at 177.58 grams. The face of the Deep Ocean is a traditional well-defined circle with a slender bezel that has a top brushed surface and polished edge that frames an imposing overblown dial. The unique angular, dare I say shrunken style lugs are brushed. They are unlike anything that I've seen in my 5 years of watch reviewing and wouldn't look out of place on Batman's utility belt. They have an invisible patent pending construction that allows the bracelet to be removed in seconds. Simply push the polished center link and hey presto, it couldn't be simpler. Dubarry pride themselves on their sustainability, which is apparent with the materials used in the construction of their Deep Ocean. Both the watch case and bracelet are made from what they call strengthened recycled stainless steel. I guess 316L just wasn't good enough. And that mid case has yet more unique features. Its profile is polished with a gentle slope to where it connects to those non-articulating end links. That clever patent pendant lug attachment has a side effect to wearability. At the 930 position, there are recycled black plastic guards protecting a black PVD scroll wheel, itself sandwiched between stainless steel case guards. I'll revisit the scroll wheel when we look at the dial. The 3 o'clock position has a screw-down crown, signed with the Frank Dubarry logo, again well protected between recycled plastic crown guards. All the recycled plastic is black, with a grey flecked appearance to emphasise that it's made from recycled products, salvaged from the ocean. The slightly domed glass of the Deep Ocean is made from triple-layered sapphire glass with an anti-reflective coating. There is some dome distortion, but only at acute angles. Below the crystal is a matte black enamel dial framed by an inner rotating bi-directional bezel operated by that previously mentioned external scroll wheel. Its operation is very smooth. The black bezel has pressed green Arabics and hash markers that are painted with lume. Unusually for a dive watch, the dial has applied Explorer-styled white Arabics, which are enlarged at the 3, 6 and 9, with a green triangle at the 12 o'clock position. With the exception of the triangle, none of these markers are lumed. There are hash markers for the minutes and military-style triangle pointers for the 5-minute points. Below the 12 is a pressed white Federer-style Frank Dubarry crest logo that would pass for a bow and arrow. You can tell me in the comments below whether or not the Deep Ocean hits its target. Above the 7 o'clock position is an open heart which has a slightly tinted mineral glass cover that reveals the balance wheel of the Miyota 82 S0. The 82S0 is a fairly standard automatic that hacks and handwinds and is by no means a luxury calibre. It has 21 joules, a power reserve of 42 hours and a beat rate of 21,600 an hour or 6 ticks a second. It has an accuracy rating of between -20 to +40 seconds per day. This particular movement is running at +21 seconds per day. To the right of the open heart, we have a depiction of David Carrera on his free dive and some text informing us that this watch is an automatic with 300 meters of water resistance. The handset of the deep ocean consists of skeleton tweezers grasping green painted loom for the hour and minute, with a sweeping arrow seconds hand filled with loom and fitted with a syringe tip. It has a smaller counterbalanced triangle at its rear. The loom of the deep ocean is quite disappointing and not at all long lasting. I also think they missed an opportunity by not applying loom to some, if not all, of the Arabics. The stamped caseback is fitted with torque screws and has a stamped Hyporium portrait. Now this is where Dubarry throw a 21st century curveball at its potential owners, so please bear with me. Getting your hands on the deep ocean is described as a disruptive ownership experience as you buy into a metaverse of 10 hippo space travelling families that consist of 5,000 characters. Your purchase with Dubarry buys you an NFT, that is a non-fungible token, that gives you ownership of your own unique digital artwork of one of those characters. Buying the artwork gives you ownership of a deep ocean watch and other exclusive benefits. Phew. Now I'm sure this would make much more sense to a tech-savvy teenager, or be better explained if Dubarry had sent me the full-on graphic packaging, but they shipped their watch Kickstarter style in a woefully small plain black box. The remainder of the caseback has easy to read text denoting the Dubarry brand, the Hyporium family you've bought into, the automatic movement and Swiss design, and finally the Deep Ocean collection and its 300 meter water resistance. The H-Link bracelet, like the Deep Ocean, is fairly substantial. It starts at 25mm, or 22 if you measure it from the first articulating link, and tapers to 20mm where it meets the 22mm clasp. The outer links are brushed with polished outer edges. The centre links are polished. The clasp is mainly brushed with a couple of polished facets that help it blend to the bracelet. It has an engraved Dubarry name and the crest logo on the fold-over safety release. The deployment is fully milled with a brushed finish and again has both the logo and Dubarry name engraved upon it. The bracelet has a pin and collar system and the pins are extremely tight. Resizing the bracelet was by no means easy. I even had to confirm with Dubarry which pins should be removed and in which direction, as you'll note that every link has 2 pins and there's nothing to indicate which direction those pins should be pushed. The clasp has 4 holes for micro adjustment, so getting a good fit shouldn't be a problem, unless of course your wrist is on the small side. My wrist is a fairly standard 7 inches and I find the K-shape and bracelet articulation hug my wrist pretty well. I suspect this wouldn't be the case on smaller wrists, so you may be better off selecting one of the fishing net FKM rubber straps, which will give you greater flexibility. The Deep Ocean is a strange beast that may have limited appeal. An open heart on a dive watch looks out of place, and its weak loom or complete lack on the numerals will make it hard to read in low light or at depth. The recycled plastic guards are there to emphasise its green credentials, but I question their durability over a solid stainless steel case. Dubarry pushed the watch's Swiss design and asked that I don't mention its place of origin. Although Dubarry may be based in Switzerland, this is not a Swiss-made watch and was shipped to me from much more eastern climes. The sapphire glass and screw-down crown are both positives, and the quick-release bracelet is a phenomenal piece of engineering that other brands may seek to replicate. Ignoring the painfully tight pin and collar system, I have no complaints with its design or wearability, but please bear in mind that third-party straps are a complete no-go, so choose wisely if you make a purchase. The internal bezel and scroll wheel are a joy to play with, but dive watch fans may well miss the clicks of a standard timing bezel. The watch also comes with a 2-year warranty. The whole NFT digital artwork is of no interest to a watch collector like myself, but may well be a major draw for the cryptocurrency generation who want to invest in digital art and get a free watch in the mix. With regards to build quality, I would put the Deep Ocean on par with your average microbrand, but hold on to your coffee, it doesn't come at microbrand prices. Dubarry are currently asking $1,200 or €1,399, which equates to just over £1,200 for a watch fitted with a Miyota 82 SO movement. If I had £1,000 or more to spend on a diver, I'd be looking elsewhere at Seiko, Oris or Longines. I certainly wouldn't recommend the Deep Ocean, it's not for me. That being the case, and with the festive season upon me, I've decided to give the Deep Diver away. If you're a fan of its large proportions and quirky design and would like to see the Frank Dubarry on your wrist in the new year, then all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment expressing your interest, and I'll add you to a future prize draw. If you'd like more information on the Deep Diver, then feel free to use the link to the Dubarry website in the video description below. Thanks for watching, have a great Christmas, and I'll catch you all in the new year.